I'm Steve Dade. I'm going to be selling my social media consulting to Shannon, who's a local business owner. So it's going to be a small business B2B situation. So here we go. Hi, I'm Steve.
Hi, Shannon.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So Steph told me, she recommended that I come in and talk to you and that you might be looking to do a few things with social media and advertising and getting your name out there. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steph's a great girl. I met her in one of my sales classes
Oh,
actually,
okay.
so you must love working with her, right?
She is. She's a great girl. Been here a couple of years.
Yeah, couple of years.
Very lively.
All right. Well, she told me that you're already set up on Facebook a little bit. You use it maybe every month or so, every couple of months. Does that sound about right?
Yeah. It's between my husband and I. We try to use it as much as possible.
Okay.
But it's a busy business.
Yeah.
So to really get on there and spend some good time.
Okay. So it's you said it's usually you and your husband taking care of your Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay. So are you usually the person that's making the marketing and advertising decisions?
It's a good effort between the two of us because both of us work together on running the company.
Right.
We both have our ins and outs, but the final decision is a decision that both of us would make together.
Okay. So right now, what are your major forms of advertisement?
I would say pretty much that it's word of mouth for us more than anything. We get a lot of the locals in the area, hotels that are down the street.
Okay.
Will usually recommend the restaurant to customers that they have.
Okay.
That's all.
Are you ever taking on newspaper ads or anything like that for your business?
Once in a while, usually for big weekends or if we have a big event coming up.
Okay.
We'll try and do something. If we're doing something special,
Sure.
we'll try to, but not a ton.
Okay. How much would you say monthly do you end up spending on newspaper advertising?
I would say right around $200 a month, give or take, depending on what's going on.
Okay, so 200 average.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you know how many of your customers that you have come in the door, do you know how many of them say, I came in because I saw your newspaper ad?
No idea.
No, that you don't hear that much? Okay.
No.
How about your Facebook page? Do they ever come in and say, I saw you on Facebook and that's why I'm here?
I think as far as the locals go, we can pull in some just on Facebook. They're browsing around. And
Sure.
They're like, oh, I saw the tavern posted something today. Let's go in and have dinner.
Okay.
But nothing. I've never really heard anything about new customers.
Okay. Well, how much would you say you know about social media as a whole?
Other than Facebook, not much.
Other than Facebook, not much? Okay. And how about, have you heard much about blogging or anything like that?
I would say just what from you hear on the news.
Okay.
From watching TV, people mentioning it. I'm not a big
Okay. Not much about
technical person.
not much about blogging for business or anything?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think that a large percentage of your customers use social media on a fairly regular basis?
I would say so. I think it's more of a up and coming
Okay.
thing as far as especially the younger crowds.
Sure.
Maybe
Yeah.
not necessarily all our older customers.
Sure. Well, how do you think social media might be able to improve your market share?
Just because I don't know too much about it, I'm not sure how or whether it can.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that later on in the presentation. But do you think that your business right now is being limited because you don't embrace social media too much?
It could. There's a good possibility of it.
Okay. Sure. All right. Well, if other restaurants in your area, competitors of yours, begin to embrace social media and they're bringing in new customers because of it, and you fail to do so, what do you think the impact would be on your restaurant?
I really do believe that if someone else in the area is using it and we're not, then it could pull away our current customer base or future potential customers that we could bring in.
Okay.
Any bit of advertising in this area is pretty major.
Sure. Okay. Great. So if you continue to spend about $2,400–2,500 a year on newspaper advertisements, but you don't really see the direct result, what do you think that's doing for your business?
Spending the money on the advertising, I don't see the impact when I put an ad in the newspaper. It's kind of like throwing money away.
Okay.
You're spending it, but you're not seeing what it can do or what it is doing.
Okay. Well, if you could use a form of advertisement that you could just get a direct correlation, you could see easily what kind of impact that's having on your business, do you think that would be beneficial to you?
I do. I think anytime that you can really see the money that you're spending, if it's making a good impact, if it's bringing in customers, then that's a positive light on anything.
Okay. What other benefits might you see of using social media?
I could see it really bringing in a new customer base for us, bringing in tourists that are looking for local hotels in the area, and see an ad for our restaurant that they're going to drive by anyways to get to their hotel, or that's right down the street, whether that's, like I said, tourists or people with second homes that are looking for local restaurants that they can visit.
Okay, great. What do you think, if I could develop a well-developed social media plan for your business, what would that mean to you?
I think it would be profitable.
Profitable?
Obviously now where I'm already spending $2,400 a year on something and I'm not seeing what it's bringing into business, if I can see something that's bringing in, that's very important to us.
Right. Okay, so it sounds to me like you're trying to get a little bit of an advantage over some competing restaurants in the area. You're trying to bring in some new customers, and you're looking to promote your business using the latest technologies, whatever is the up-and-coming thing. Does that sound about right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let me show you just a few of the things about social media. You said you're already, somewhat aware of Facebook and what that can do for you, but a lot of people, they don't really know the full potential of what Facebook can do for their business.
Okay.
If you use Facebook, like you've already probably seen, you get people that like you or they friend you, but there's this thing called Facebook Insights. And what that does is if you have enough people that are following you, you can actually click on a link and you can see demographic information of the people that are on your website. You can see how many check-ins there are, and the big thing about the check-ins and how many people are liking you is you can track that on a time scale. So if you do a posting on, let's say, next Wednesday, and you notice a big spike in people checking into your page or a big spike in people liking your page, you're going to know that, so you're going to try to replicate that in the futures. You can see if you're posting a dish on there, that people like that dish. So you might want to replicate that in the future. So that's a great way of gaining important marketing information. There's other sites that you can use too, and a lot of business owners don't really think of it at first, but it makes a lot of sense, like Flickr and YouTube. If you can take some pictures around your restaurant or shoot some videos around your restaurant and really show what an inviting place that it is, people will feel a little bit more comfortable coming in, or they might see a familiar face and feel more comfortable. Even if they haven't been in before, they might say, hey, that's Shannon, I saw her on Flickr. And with the Flickr and the YouTube, you can actually link those directly to your Facebook page. So you're kind of, it's more efficient if you're doing it that way. You're not taking pictures and loading it to two different sites. It's really efficient. Now blogging, you said you've heard of it, you don't really know about how it's used in business, but what you can do for a blog is if you can find a way to help your customer out, maybe give them some tips on how to prepare a certain dish or do something like that, then they'll search for that maybe on Google, And if they find a tip that they really like, they're going to say, oh, okay, I know about that. That's the Mad River Tavern. They, have been there before. That's great. They helped me out. And the big thing about blogging is using certain keywords.
Mm-hmm.
So if you went to type in, if you were looking for a chicken parmesan recipe, what do you think you could type in?
Probably Italian recipes or chicken and pasta.
Sure. Well, if you can do that effectively, use enough of those keywords, you're going to be at the top of those search engine lists, and you're going to be a lot more visible. And again, just like the Flickr and YouTube, you can link that to your Facebook page. So anytime you make a new blog post, it shows up on Facebook.
Right.
And there are these things called location-based social media, and that's really, Facebook, you think that's new, it's not. Location-based is the new thing. And basically what it does is with people's smartphones, it tracks them using GPS, and if they're using the social media and they come into your restaurant, you can tell. So you could have some kind of a special, like if there are 5 people using this type of social media in the restaurant all at one time, free drinks around the house, or drinks 50% off. So you're giving people incentive to come in at the same time.
Okay.
So do you see how something like that could benefit your company?
I do.
Okay.
I think it could potentially bring in new customers, customers that are already in the area that either don't know we're there, or
Okay.
just to let them know of specials that we're doing.
Sure.
However, I'm not sure that one of the biggest complaints that we get in the restaurant, especially in the restaurant,
Okay.
especially with the location-based social media, would be that there's not much cell phone service or reception.
Okay. That, in this area, I know about that, but I have some basic packages laid out for you. Some of them include the location-based social media, and some of them don't.
Okay.
So you could always choose to have me work on your Facebook, Flickr, YouTube, and a blog. So you don't necessarily have to have me do that for you.
Okay.
And basically what I would do, if you chose to, let's say, take the basic package.
Yep.
You already have the Facebook page, but what I would do is I would make sure that you're having regular posts on there. And I would do that myself for you if you prefer. I'll get you set up on Flickr. I'll come to your store, take a lot of different pictures, take some videos, and I'll post those there. I'll get you set up on Facebook. And the blog is really the toughest part for most business owners. So what I would do is if you send me, I want to blog about this week, I'll write that blog for you. And I'll get everything, I'll make sure you have those keywords all in place so that people are finding you. And I'll make sure everything is all linked together so that everything can come full circle. They can go from your Facebook to your blog, from your blog to your Facebook easily enough. So does the basic package, is that something that sounds...
I think that would probably be a really good one.
Okay.
Like you said, we already are doing the Facebook, and definitely any other things that we can add to the Facebook, links to YouTube.
Sure.
Anything that can help bring in business.
Great. Well, if the basic package sounds like something that you're looking for, you're here to go if you just want to sign, and I'll start working on that for you.
Sure thing. Great.
All right.
Thank you.
So maybe I could set up a time to come into your store on, let's say, next Tuesday, where I can start shooting videos for you.
That
Does
would be
sound
great. Yeah, absolutely. Because the more time that you can help us, definitely takes a little load off of us for doing a little bit of marketing ourselves.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Great. Thank you very much.
Have a great day, and I'll see you on
You
Tuesday.
too. Thanks.